and welcome to How to Prepare Your Course. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at all of the required revisions that must be completed before the beginning of each and every term. Before we begin, you've probably already read the required revisions to the course and the pre-term checklist, and in this video we're going to demonstrate exactly how those are done. First, you're going to update your Moodle profile, and you've probably already done this recently, but just in case, here we go. We click on Profile under Administration. That takes us to our profile. You click the Edit Profile tab. The items in red are required. Everything else is not. In this box, this is where you type in the information about you. You can be more inclusive in this one than you will be in the syllabus. You're going to upload a current picture. Make sure it is a picture of you and not an avatar. Those are cute, I know. But the students want to know what you look like. Here you're going to list your interests and then update your profile. And this is what the students are going to see. To get back, we follow our breadcrumbs to participants, and then PD 101 takes us back to the main page. The next thing you're going to want to do is check all the links for the course. All of them. You start at the top. Make sure they work. If they do not, if one of the links does not work, please let the instructional designer know right away so that these can be fixed before the beginning of the term. Some of these take a little longer than others to load, especially if it's a movie. You see it's beginning, but it's still loading because the little circle's going around. The next thing is to prepare your email to all the registered students, welcoming them to class. And you can have this in a Word document. So all you have to do is copy and paste, and you can embed it into an email, or you can send an email with an attachment. It doesn't matter, whichever way is good. And you're going to start out greeting the students and letting them know a little bit about the course. Give them some more information about what they're going to expect. This expectations document, you're going to want to put in there pieces of the syllabus that it's important for them to know right away. You can refer back to the syllabus in your expectations document. You provide them with the information of what they do first. Your first assignment is to somehow provide evidence that they have read the expectations. Second assignment is going to be those things that they need to complete before the actual official start date of the term. For example, reading the syllabus, taking a look at how to complete the course, maybe starting the introductions forum, discussion forum. Give them some guidelines about the forum. Also, let them know what your office hours are going to be, the live chat sessions. Also, you can let them know what the assignments are going to be. For example, 6 discussion forums, 3 quizzes, 1 teaching philosophy report. The due dates, performance criteria. And that's really all that needs to be in there. And you send that to them at least 1 week prior to the beginning of the term. Now we go to the syllabus, and we're going to revise parts of the syllabus. And to do that, we need to be in edit mode. So to turn editing on, click on the course syllabus to open it. And now we're going to see how to revise the introduction. And with this, you're going to personalize this so that the students will know that this is from you. Give them a little bit of information about you. Also let them know when you're going to be available for the live chat, how you want them to, your preferred method for communicating with you. Also, for me personally, I don't work on Sundays, so I put this is optional. You don't have to do this. Of course, you recall that we need to have at least 1 live chat session during a weekday, 1 on the weekend. Down here at the bottom, in case of unforeseen circumstances, leave that, because that will have Dr. Khan's information on also the instructional designer's information. To revise this, you click on the Edit button, and it comes up in a nice little box like that. You make your changes, then you save your changes. I'm going to go ahead and press Cancel. The other ones you're going to be changing is course schedule, but only the due dates. Only the due dates. You can use the master course syllabus, the one that's in there, as a guide so you can see when the due dates are according to the master syllabus, and then you go into, again, edit, and you change the dates only. Just the dates by selecting and then typing, and then you save the changes. And the course schedule, it has all of the objectives and the preparation, the activities and the due dates. And the assignment due dates, these are just the assignments that are going to be submitted for a grade. And to change the due dates here, again, edit and just select it and change the date and save the changes. That is all that you will be doing in the syllabus. The next thing you're going to be doing is changing the dates, the due dates on the main page. And there are 3 different kinds. There are the ones for the assignments that are automatically graded, such as quizzes and reports that are graded through the grade book automatically that way. Also, then there's going to be the chat rooms that you need to change the dates, and the discussion forums. So, for example, this panels and course blocks quiz, to change the due date for that, you come over here to update, click update, and it has close the quiz. And you change the date depending on what it is in the syllabus. Change the date, scroll all the way down, don't change any of this, and just save and return to course. Now that date has changed, and now it shows up on the calendar. Panels and course blocks quiz closes on Sunday, May 15. You do that for all of the assignments. For example, this required revisions quiz, this one gets updated. Change the date. Scroll all the way down, save and return to course. And it shows up on the calendar, along with the teaching philosophy report, which is due the same day. But you do have to change them each individually. You have to go in each one individually. The next one that you change the dates in a similar way are the chat rooms. And this is going to be dependent on your office hours. There are 3 chat rooms in this particular course, but there are only 2 that are required for each course, 1 during the weekday and 1 during the weekend. So here for this particular one, chat room 1.1, which means the first chat room of the first week. This one is the second chat room of the first week, third chat room of the first week. You need to change them all individually by updating and changing the date and the time and save and return to course. And when you do these for all of them, you come up here and you can see them here, chat room 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, because I've already changed all of them, all the way down to 3.3. And finally, for changing of the due dates, you change the discussion forums. Discussion forums, you cannot change the dates here on the main screen. You can't do that. Here, find one here and I'll show you. The way we are grading these, you can't use the dates. So, how do we do it then? Well, this is when we go directly to the calendar. To make this show up in the calendar, we scooch down here to upcoming events, new event, and this is not a user event. This is each individual student will be able to put events on his or her own calendar that will show up only on that calendar. Site event is for all courses across Moodle and GMC online. We don't want that. The course event, that's what we want. And we press OK. And in here you type the name of the discussion forum as it is listed on the main page. You don't have to put anything in the description. You set the date without duration, the date that that particular one opens up. And then you save the changes, which I'm not going to do. And then it shows up on the calendar. I've already done these. Strengths and weaknesses, syllabus revision, classroom management. I've already changed each one individually. And there's one last thing. That's to post to the introduction forum. Each class will have an introductions forum, and we do not need to be in editing mode to do this. All you have to do to update the or post to the forum is click on it, and here it is, reply. You click reply, you type your reply in response to it. If there is a question like this up here, answer the question, and you're going to want to do this and model the behavior for the students so that they can see what is expected of them. Use the same criteria that you will be using to grade their discussion forum posts. So once you type all that in, and you can change this also to say your name, hello from your name, and you can choose I don't or send me email copies, that's up to you, and then you post it to the forum and it will show up. And again, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my breadcrumbs to go back to my main page. Don't worry about trying to remember all these things, because you do have the preterm checklist that you can save to your computer by going File, Save As, save it to your computer so that you will be able to access this and check off everything that you need to do before the beginning of each term. Good luck. I know you're going to do really well.